Test, test, okay, hello guys, speedrun 422, let's go. 422, yeah? 422, okay. From 30 years old and upward to 50 years old, each number the everyone who enters to carry out the service to do the work and attend to meeting. This is the service of the family of the Gershonites in the serving and in bearing burdens. They shall carry the curtains of the tabernacle and attend to meeting, its covering and the covering of porpoise skin that is on top of it, and the screen for the entrance of the tent meeting, and the hangings of the cord, and the screen for the entrance of the gate of the cord, which is around the tabernacle and around the altar, and their cords, and all the equipment for their service, and whatever is to be done with them, so shall they do. All the service of the sons of the Gershonites shall be at the command of Pharaoh and his sons, in all their burden, right? Where am I? In all, what the fuck? In all their burden and in their service, you shall assign to them the charge of all they are to carry. This is the service of the families of the son of the Gershonites. Yes, in a tent of meeting. And their charge shall be under the direction of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest. As for the sons of Merari, you shall number them by their families, by their fathers' households. From 30 years old and upward even to 50 years old, you shall number them, everyone who enters into service to do the work of the meeting, and this is the charge of what they are to carry, according to all their service in the tent meeting. The boards of a tabernacle, its bars, its pillars, and its sockets, and the pillars around the court, and their sockets, and their pegs, and their cords, with all their equipment, and with all their service, and shall sign by name the equipment they have been charged to carry. And back. And the pillars around the court, and their sockets, and their pegs, and their cords, with all their equipment, with all their service, you shall assign the name of the equipment they have been charged to carry. This is the service of the families of the son of Merari, according to all their service in the tent of meeting under the direction of Ithamar, the son of Aaron, the priest. And Moses and Aaron and the leaders of the assembly numbered the sons of the Kohathites by their families and by their fathers' households, 2 years old and upward, even 50 years old, everyone who entered in the service for work in the tent meeting, and those who were numbered of them by their families, who were 1,750. And those who were numbered of them by their families, who were okay. These are those who were numbered of the families of the Kohathites, all who served in the tent of meeting, from Moses and Aaron, numbered according to their commandment to Jehovah, according to Jehovah told Moses. And those who were numbered of the sons of Gershon by their names and by their fathers' households, from 30 years old and upward, even to 50 years old, everyone who entered into the service for work in the meeting, even those who were numbered of them by their families, by their fathers' households, 2,630. Okay. These were those who were numbered of the families of the sons of Gershon, Aaron, who served in attendance meeting, whom Moses and Aaron numbered according to the commandment of Jehovah. Only 5. Holy shit, I'm slow. And those who were numbered of their families of the sons of Merari by their families, by their fathers' households, from 30 years old and upward, even to 50 years old, everyone who entered into the service for work in attendance meeting, and those who numbered of them by their families were 3,200. These were those who were numbered of the families of the sons of what? Most of our number of commandment Jehovah. All those families were attached from most of the families and households for 30 years old. These were the families who were numbered of the families of the sons of Merari from Moses, and Aaron numbered according to the commandments of Jehovah throughout Moses. All those who were numbered of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron and the leaders of Israel numbered by their families and their fathers' households, from 30-year-olds to upward even to 50-year-olds, everyone who entered to do work and service in the work of bearing promise in the meeting, and those who were numbered of them were 8,588. How big is the tent of meeting?
This AI tool will create an
impactful presentation.
They're called bionic boomers.
I'm not ashamed. What are the dimensions of the tabernacle? This is the question that we seek to answer today as we continue our verse-by-verse study of the book of Exodus on walking through the Bible. Of his word, the glory of... In Exodus 26, we're going to be reading from verses 15 to 25. If you don't have a Bible, don't worry. Just follow along with us on the screen. The version that we'll be reading from is the New King James Version. Boards of acacia wood stand width of each board. You shall make 40 sockets of silver under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under each of the boards for its 2 tenons. And for the second side of the tabernacle, the northern each, and you shall at the bottom for both of the silver. Last 2 episodes, we've been talking about the building of the tabernacle. The word tabernacle means to dwell or dwelling place. In this case, the tabernacle is the dwelling place of Jehovah. Now, as we have said in other episodes, having a tabernacle on earth didn't mean that God left heaven and exclusively dwelled on earth, for Paul would later say that God does not dwell in temples made with hands. But it does mean that the tabernacle, which would contain the Ark of the Covenant, is where God would meet Moses and later the high priest. In the book of Numbers, we're going to find that the tabernacle was situated in the center of the camp, and Israel encamped around it, meaning that God dwelt among his people. God's first instructions concerned the creating of the coverings for the tabernacle. Now, I have to admit, upon reading this chapter, it was highly confusing to me as to what the tabernacle looked like, so we will be using a picture to assist us in visualizing this. Note, I am not saying that the artist's rendering is exactly correct, but it will help us for our purposes. The innermost covering would be made of linen, the second covering would be made of goat's hair, the third covering would be made of ram's skin dyed red, and the outer covering would be made of badger skins. God had very specific instruction for the innermost and second covering, but for the outer 2 coverings, his only instructions were what they were to be made of. Having coverings for the tabernacle would do you no good, though, if you didn't have a frame. So in today's reading, we read of that. Simply by giving us the dimensions of some of the coverings for the tabernacle meant that the size of the tabernacle had to be specific, or coverings simply wouldn't work. The wood that was used for the tabernacle was to be acacia wood, like the Ark of the Covenant.
Okay, but how big is the tabernacle?
Each board was to be 10 cubits long and a cubit and a half wide. A cubit is 45.72 centimeters, or 1.5 feet, so each board measured 457.2 centimeters by 68.6 centimeters, or 15 feet by 2 1/4 feet. For ease of numbers, we're going to be referring to the tabernacle's dimensions in feet from now on. Since each board's length was 15 feet, we know that when the boards were stood up, the tabernacle stood 15 feet tall, or about 75% of the height of a typical two-story house with a flat roof. It is said that the two tenons are to be on the end of each board in order to bind the tabernacle together. A tenon is a projecting piece of wood meant to act as a joint and to be inserted into a hollowed-out hole known as a mortise. Each board of the tabernacle was to be made like this. By making the tabernacle this way, it meant that the building could be set up and taken down as Israel traveled from place to place.
So for a building of 13 meters by 4 meters that can be easily removed, there were 8,000 people working there. Okay, sure. Thank you to that person very much. I'll put his link in the description. Big respect to this lad. Why are you in Chinese?
我们应该对传教，这个呢就是仆人，
Why are you in
上帝
Chinese?
的话语。
Why is this shit in Chinese? Why is there so much in Chinese? That guy's a job? 6'1"? Where is job? Is this guy he's already here! Oh shit, that guy's better than me. That guy's very dedicated, I love him. Big fat subscribe. Big fat subscribe. He's in Canada? Man, that guy's amazing. I love him. I love him already. Okay, let's keep reading. According to the commandment of Jehovah toward Moses, they were numbered, everyone according to their service and according to their burden. Thus they were numbered by him, just as Jehovah had commanded Moses. That actually makes a bit of sense. All the management and the logistics of it all, you know, the sacrifice and whatnot. That makes sense. Then Jehovah spoke to Moses, saying, command the children of Israel that they send out the camp every leper and everyone that has a discharge and everyone who is unclean because of a dead person. And send out of the camp every leper. What the fuck was a leper? Oh yeah, I remember. Who has to leave this is? Whatever. Anyone who is unclean because of a dead person. You shall send out both male and female, you shall send them out of the camp, so they will not defile their camp, where I dwell in the midst. And the children of Israel did so. I set them outside the camp, just as Jehovah had spoken to Moses, so the children of Israel did. And Jehovah spoke to Moses, saying, speak to the children of Israel, when a man or woman commits anything that men commit, so as to act unfaithfully towards that person, and that person realizes his guilt, they shall confess their sin which they have committed, and he shall make restitution according to the principle for his wrong, and add to it 1/5 to it, and give it to the one whom he has wronged. But if the man has no kinsman to whom restoration may be made for the wrong, the restoration which is made for wrong goes to Jehovah and for the priest, in addition to the ram of the expiation by which expiation is made of him. And every half of free go for the holy thing of the children of Israel, which they present to the priest shall be his. Everyone's holy things shall be his, whether anyone gives it to the priest, it becomes his. Then Jehovah spoke to Moses, saying, speak to the children of Israel, say to them, if any man's wife goes astray and acts unfaithfully towards him, and the man lies with her and has sexual relations, and is hidden from the eyes of the husband, and she is undetected, and she is defiled, and there is no witness against her since she was not caught in the act, and the spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he is jealous of his wife, and she has defiled herself. Or if a spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he is jealous of his wife, and she has not defiled herself, then a man shall bring his wife to the priest and bring her offering to the priest a tenth of an ephah of barley meal. He shall pour not oil upon it, nor put frankincense on it. It is a meal offering of jealousy, a meal offering of remembrance. Bring inquiry to remembrance, and the priest shall bring her near the set and set her before Jehovah. And the priest shall take holy water in the earthen vessel, and the priest shall take some dust that is on the floor of the tabernacle, put in the water. And the priest shall set the woman before Jehovah, and let the hair of the woman's head go loose, and put the meal offering. Set the woman before Jehovah, and let the hair of the woman's head. What is set the woman before Jehovah mean? Like, put her before him, or kill her? Fuck off. So I'm probably like put her in front of him something loose and put the meal offering of remembrance in her hands, which is the meal offering of jealousy, and in the hand of the priest shall be the water of bitterness that brings the curse. And the priest shall make her take oath, and shall say to the woman, if no man has lain with you, if you have not gone astray to uncleanness, where under the authority of your husband, be me to this water of bitterness that brings the curse. But if you have gone astray, while under the authority of your husband, if you have defiled yourself among the sides your husband has lain on you, the priest shall beg the woman take an oath with the oath of cursing, and the priest shall say to the woman, Jehovah, make you make you a curse and an oath among your people, when Jehovah makes your thigh waste away with your womb swell. Make you a curse and an oath among your people, when Jehovah makes your thigh, and his water that brings the curse shall go into your bowels, and make your womb swell, and your thighs waste away, and the woman shall say, Amen, Amen. And the priest shall write these curses in a book, and he shall wash them off in the water of bitterness. And he shall make the woman drink the water of bitterness that brings a curse. And the water that brings a curse shall enter into her and become bitter. And the priest shall take the offering of jealousy out of the woman's hand, and he shall wave the offering before Jehovah and bring it to the altar. And the priest shall take a handful of the meal offering as a memorial portion, and burn it upon the altar, and afterward he shall make the woman drink the water. And when he has made her drink the water, then if she has defiled herself and has acted unfaithfully to her husband, the water that brings a curse will enter into her and become bitter, and the one who is fallen her thigh will waste away. For the womb to swell means abnormal, or tight waist. And the woman shall be a curse among her people, but if the woman has not defiled herself and is clean, then she will be mean to be able to conceive seed. This is the law of jealousy, when a wife, while under the authority of her husband, goes astray and defiles herself. Or when the spirit of jealousy comes upon a man, and he jealous of his wife, he shall set the woman before Jehovah, and the priest shall apply to her this law. And the man shall be free from inquiry, but the woman shall bear her inquiry. Then Jehovah spoke to Moses, saying, speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, when a man and a woman make a special vow, the vow of Nazareth, to separate herself from himself. 602. Oh no, hell no. 9. Just finishing this, I'll go. Separate himself to Jehovah. To separate himself from Jehovah, he shall separate himself from wine and strong drink. He should drink no vinegar or wine or vinegar or strong drink. Nor has drink any juice of grapes, not eat fresh or dried grapes. And the days of his separation he shall eat nothing that is produced by the grapevine, from the seeds even to the skin. All the days of his vow of separation no razor shall pass over his head. He shall be holy until the days are fulfilled, for which he separates himself to Jehovah. He shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow long. All the days that he separates himself to Jehovah, he shall not come near a dead person. He shall not make himself unclean for his father or his mother. Well, let me see something very quickly. 420, they exit like 3. 420 is reasonable. To assume I will be there on time. Like 3ish. I went to eat food. In 20 minutes, take a shower, shave, brush my teeth. I can do all that in 20 minutes if I speed run the shower. Maybe 15. Okay. And the days of separation he shall eat nothing but his veva. In the days of vow separation no razor shall pass over his head. All days he separates himself to Jehovah, he shall not come near that person. What is separate himself to Jehovah? Like, I know separate himself from. What does separate himself to mean? Let me Google that shit up. Fuck. Yeah, tell me something. The root of the separation of the God is. Okay, it's here, I missed that shit. Separation unto God is on the negative side. And sanctification to God is on the positive side, such as separating. Okay, interesting. He should not make himself clean for his father or for his mother or for his brother or his sister when they die, because his separation of the God is upon his head. And there's days of separation, he is holy to Jehovah. If anyone dies personally beside him, so that he defiles the head of the separation, then he shall shave his head on the day and becomes clean. On the 7th day he shall shave it. Ah, so he doesn't shave the head to be prepared. In the 8th day, he shall bring 2 turtles of two young pigeons to the priest and to the tabernacle of tent meeting. Let me make the math really quickly. Mental math. 8, 10, 18, 20, 30, 47, an hour max. I'll exit to get some food earlier. Top G. And the priest shall offer one for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering. And make expiation for him because he sinned by reason of that person, and he should sanctify his head that same day. And he shall separate to Jehovah because he has to offer. Okay, makes sense. And he shall separate to Jehovah the date of the separation. He shall bring a male lamb, a year old, for a trespass offering, but the former days shall be void because their separation was defiled. Now this is the law of the Nazarite when the days of his separation fulfilled. Well, what if you were a wig. What if you wear a wig? Can you shave your wig? So you can like be extra sure that no shit will happen. He shall be brought to the entrance of the temple meeting. What happens if you die if someone dies 2 times next to you? And he shall present his offering to Jehovah, 1 lamp, a year old without blemish, for a burnt offering, and a female lamp, a year old without blemish, for sin offering, and one without blemish for peace offering, and a basket of unleavened bread, cakes of fine flour mingled with oil, and unleavened wafers anointed with oil, and meal offerings and a drink offering. And the priest shall take them for Jehovah, and offer his sin offering and his burnt offering. And he shall offer the ram for sacrifice of peace offering to Jehovah. With the basket of unleavened bread, the priest shall also offer its meal offering and its drink offering. And the Nazarite shall shave the head of his separation at the angel of the meeting, and take their hair of the head of his separation and put it on the fire which is under sacrifice of peace offerings. And the priest shall take the both shoulder of the ram and 1 unleavened cake of brisket and 1 unleavened wafer, and he shall put them into the heads of the Nazarite after he has shaved the head of his separation. And the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before Jehovah. It is holy for the priest, together with the breast of the wave offering and tithe of the heave offering, and afterward the Nazarite may drink wine. This is the law of the Nazarite who vows, that is, of his offering to Jehovah for his separation, in addition to what he can afford according to the vow which he vows. So he must do according to the law of his separation. Jehovah spoke to Moses, saying, speak to Aaron. Fuck. Instagramming? No, it's health notification. Speak to Aaron and to his sons, saying, thus you shall bless the children of Israel. You shall say to them, Jehovah bless you and keep you, and Jehovah make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. Jehovah lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. So shall they put my name upon the children of Israel, that I myself may bless them. Pretty interesting. What do I add as a thumbnail? I'll figure out later. GG.